Yeah, man. I know a lot of people probably was bugged out, but I don't think there's really nothing to trip about YouTube being down. I mean, I think it let us know that that when the stuff cut off, it can be easily cut off. It doesn't have to be no dramatic breakdown. Shalom. It don't got to be no dramatic breakdown. It ain't got to be no well drawn out uh, schematics to it. Because everything's hooked together, and that was purposely done, I think. So when they want to hit the switch, they can hit the switch. I know a lot of people was bugging out, man, that the YouTube was down, and I had made a post saying it was the end of the world. Just being funny, but for a lot of people, it would be the end of the world because a lot of people make money off of YouTube. You see a lot of people, a lot of YouTubers actually make hundreds of thousands of dollars off YouTube. So if it does go down, then it will be the end of the world for a lot of people. But yeah, it went down, man. YouTube was down, around the world. And I know a lot of people was bugging out. I want to see the aftermath of it. Because I know YouTube was getting calls. It had to be. Because, you got people down on the low level who make money. And then you got the people who make hundreds of thousands of dollars. And then you got the people who make millions of dollars. So, in them few hours, people missed out on money. And I truly believe, man, that it was done on purpose. I mean, it was a reality check for me, to let, for me to tell other people, like, listen, this stuff can go down like that. It doesn't have to, because everybody didn't even know it was down. So it's not going to be like some dramatic thing when if something happened and all the lights start going out. And I mean, it's not going to be a big thing where everybody going to be like, going to have a chance to prepare. It's not going to be a chance to prepare. Because if they shut off everything, if everything start going down, so if they shut the lights out, if they shut the lights out, because everything's connected through this electricity and everything. Everybody don't have their own base, their own generator, so everything's connected together. So if they they got their breakers and, stuff like that, but basically everything is connected. So if they start shutting off stuff, I remember back in like 2003, was it? Man, I think it was. But I was in Ohio and the lights went off, on in the Middle East and the East, man, of the country. And it was like the apocalypse. Couldn't do nothing, man. And then when it got dark, it got dark. I mean, it was like, we was in the backyard, and this when everybody started getting phones. When we was in the backyard, everybody holding up their phone, trying to see the next person to them. And we had torches, not torches, but we had went up the block, and they had them little picnic joints where you plug into the ground, like keep the bugs and stuff away. So they had those, but it was pitch black. That was like the real darkness, and only light was the moonlight, the only light. And I remember that, and I'm just tripping. Like, if they do that again, especially now, how relying we is on them to bring us energy, man, chaos, instant chaos. Let the lights go out, and then they say, oh, we don't have the answer to this. Instant chaos. All the people that you thought was cool, instantly, they become your enemy. Instantly. All the people that you hung out with and was buddy with because everything was comfortable, instantly, they are your rivals. All because the lights went out. Not because there ain't no food for y'all to get and to deal with. Because if you think about this, an elder told me, it makes sense. Nobody thinks about it. We get the seeds from the fruit that we buy to go plant more fruit. But nobody takes the seeds that we get and go plant more fruit. Because that ain't what we relying on them to consistently give us the fruit. So we don't have to go plant. So when the time comes when it's a necessity, it's necessary that we go plant, who knows how to do it? So what we're going to do is we're going to rely on our ability to take somebody else's stuff because we never gained any type of self-efficient talents. We don't have none of it. So, with YouTube being down, people missed out on a few hours of some money. I don't know how much. It had been millions of dollars that people missed out on collectively, of course. But I wonder if, because they can't just start giving people, money for them the hours down. So whatever, I know people lost. I know it wasn't that big of a deal because it wasn't even a whole day. But in a few hours, some YouTubers can post up a video in an hour, and in the next hour they can have half a million views, and we know that's like well over $15,000. Well over $15,000 was made in 2 hours. So we understand how beneficial and productive YouTube has been for a lot of people who have talent. It ain't just a bunch of bum people who making money. These are people with talent who would never get, an eyeball batted at them because of whatever type of nature they was in. You know what I'm saying? Whatever type of environment they was in, or their character when dealing with people personally. What's up? I'm on this video. Yeah. But, yeah, so, these people with talent are able to capitalize on their talents and make money, which I think is a beautiful thing. Because, it opened up the door for people to be themselves. And YouTube made it where people can get paid for being themselves. And it's a good thing. But on the flip side of it, if it goes down, then, you're going to have a lot of people, go show their true colors, man. And that's just on physical level. Spirit, a lot of more spiritual people will be can know how to better adapt, I think. Understanding that it's not the end of the world. I mean, look at if we go back 400 years, life wasn't all like that. So, but if we just been so reliant on the government to supply something to us, and then we complain about things that they can't fix for us when we can fix them ourselves. So when the lights go out, man, chaos, instant. But see, it won't be chaos instantly if they say we're working on it. But if they say we don't have any answers, y'all, of course they're going to say we're working on it, even if they don't have any answers, just to minimize the instant chaos that would be possible to happen if somebody if the lights go out, man. And I think one day it will. I think one day it will go out because it done it before. I was alive to experience it. I'm only 30, so I experienced it. It wasn't like it. I ain't like I'm 68 or nothing. So it happened before, and I believe it will happen again. And more than money is going to be missed out on, man. A lot of people are going to turn on each other. It's we don't know that the buddy up the street is accountable when times get hard. He will turn to cannibalism when times get hard. And it was a reality check, man. It was a reality check, and I was very happy that YouTube went down. So people can see that this is nothing but electronics we're relying on to benefit our whole life. Our whole life. Now, it's nothing that we can, it's not a bad thing that we use it for our benefit, but if that switch go off and then your life is done, I think you need to reevaluate, recalibrate your thinking. Man, but yeah, I don't know if y'all had experienced it. I know a lot of people on Facebook was like, oh, no, that ain't happened. Mine is up. No, everybody's was down. Everybody was down. You now clicking on when it's back up. But yeah, see, and with that, that's what I was saying. Like, it's not something that would affect, like YouTube going down is not something that would affect everybody. But let the lights go out. That affects everybody. Everybody is not on YouTube, but everybody do have lights. Lights. So yeah, man, it was very interesting, man. And like I say, man, I do believe it's going to happen one day. It's a bunch of wars, rumors of wars and all that. But, you know, the best way to destroy somebody, a bunch of people, is to cut off the things that they rely on. If you know, if countries start reneging on oil supplies like they are doing, Saudi Arabia, you know, they was in a little disagreement about the oil. They was like, man, we ain't want to give y'all no more oil. So, you know, we got stuff like that going on right now. Food, the suppliers. You know, without oil, you can't drive the trucks to get the food. I mean, to distribute the food. So, you know, that's how you really destroy something. You take away the things people need. You don't have to necessarily go over somewhere and touch somebody. Just, you know, renege on agreements. And that's the end of the world. If every country say, you know what, we gonna fend for ourselves. We cutting all ties and all agreements. And that's the only reason why a lot of countries don't kill each other anyway. Because of these agreements, because what they got under their soil and what they got, you know, in their territory of waters or whatever. So that's the only reason why the whole world just don't kill each other. Because, okay, this is my area, that's your area. Oh, I need some of that. Oh, man, I need some of that. All right, let's work together. They working together with their guns pointing. You ever see movies where, you know, they doing a drug deal and then somebody pull up like, okay, all right, man, drop the suitcase, and everybody got their guns pointed, thinking that the other person goes. That's how the whole world is dealing, with their guns pointed and hoping that guy don't shoot first. But, you know, at the same time, your finger on the trigger and it's itching, like, you know, as soon as he make a wrong move, I'm shooting. So that's how these agreements. They like to have these international sit downs, like they all political and. You know, the back door of that thing is, man, they come to these things, man, ready for war, just in case. Ready for war. Full on, I'm about to destroy half your country war, you know, just in case. So, yeah, that's the place we live in. I don't think, you know, and it all comes down to how we look at everything. It's hard for us to realize, man, the turmoil we in. I mean, big now is the whole human trafficking. Well, it's always been big, but what's getting recognized more is the human trafficking thing. You even got celebrities. Ashton Kutcher popped up. It was in a conference. You had the girl from The Walking Dead. She actually saved somebody, saved a bunch of little kids. If I ain't mistaken, I think it was a bunch of kids, and from a situation of trafficking. So, I mean, you know, stuff like that. We so absorbed in foolishness that we can't see the reality what's going on. And then we just share articles and stuff like that. But YouTube went down, man. It was interesting, man. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it because I know people was panicking. And I don't like to see people panic. I like to see people realizing things. Because I think we think this stuff that we got, this temporary stuff that we got, has an eternal life source to it. We think that these things is going to go on forever and ever and ever. But somebody is behind this thing, making this thing go. So once he go, then what? So, but yeah, man, I'm going to try to dig into it more and see exactly what happened. But I think it was just a test. You know, it was a test. Maybe it was a financial test, something to help them, you know, because they got to pay out. When they get into these advertisement agreements, they got to pay out to the people because, you know, it's the agreement. You know, I'm going to tag your video. You get a share, I get a share. But if you hit the switch, I don't know if you got to pay out. And they probably just racked up real quick just to, you know, maybe maybe they did it for that reason. But it just wasn't a mistake. It's too many people doing too many things. It's too many people It's doing so many things that have to be done consistently for it to run, and for it to shut down. All these people have to stop doing it. All of them have. One person can maybe slack. Two people maybe, two branches of it, but the whole thing has to stop for it not to run. Because you got backup generators, stuff like, that type of mindset when you're dealing with, websites and stuff. They listen. It wasn't a mistake. That's what I'm just trying to get at. I don't know exactly how it run, but I know if you look at a car, a lot of things are ran like cars. Everything in the car does not shut the whole car off, but some things do. The major parts will not allow your car to go, and they not going to let that happen to their car. They're going to make sure they got backup parts that go in. Soon as that part go out, boop, bop, we throwing it in. You might get a little glitch. Bam, man, the video just cut off. Oh, dang, it's back up 2 seconds later. But to have it be off for hours, they did that on purpose. Maybe we'll never know why they did it. Maybe they'll do it again tomorrow. I don't know. But it was fun. It was interesting. I enjoy reality checks, man. I enjoy them. It lets you know that you are living in a fairy tale land. I'm sitting here, we was playing 2K and just tripping. Like, we just having fun, grinding, and just realizing, like, say if somebody took your player and deleted it, all your work was for nothing. This is a computer thing that can't bring it back. It's just gone forever. And I'm like, man, we put so much time into this stuff, and then we become in love with these things, and when it go, you feel like somebody died, and it's just a bunch of wires in reality. But I'm about to go ahead. Man, I hope they do it tomorrow. Because everybody ain't get the feel of it. I said I had posted up and everybody was like, oh man, my YouTube is working fine. I'm like, man, you missed it, man. I wanted you to get a reality check. But, hey, man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I got a new album out. Y'all can check it out, man. All spiritual music. It's called Thanks for the Love 5. It's up on Bandcamp. John Boy, JOHNBOYE. I'm out, man. I appreciate y'all. Blessings.